Everybody, welcome to another Money Reviews. Today we're going to be reviewing this modular case adapter. No, this is a modular holster adapter. This is a copy of the True North Concepts modular holster adapter, which I have right here, the real one. This is my son's. I saved you guys the pain of watching me put all this together so we could talk about it and I could give you an idea of what this is all about. So the box it comes in is this little guy here. It's decently packaged. They do come in a couple different colors from this manufacturer, whoever it was. I think it said it was Guyama. I don't speak Chinese. That's who makes it. Is it made in Hong Kong? Oh, it's made in China. This is a repro, like I already said. Comes in black, Cody Brown, multicam, which you see they marked because that's what this one was, and multicam black. I don't think the True North comes in those colors, so at least if you're going to get one of these because it comes in those colors, there you go. It might, though. I have to look again. I know when I first saw them, they just came in this nice bronzed FDE type color, and I think black. They may have some dipped ones now. I gotta look. I attached this fake QLS piece on here already, so you guys don't have to watch the pain of me throwing this together and making this like a 20-minute long video for no reason. So if you already saw my holster review, you'll know where this came from. This is the fake QLS piece that came with my son's fake Safariland, and this is his fake True North that he wanted to run on his belt line. We're not going to install this on a belt because I need him for that, because if you have been playing airsoft or shooting and dealing with handguns for any length of time, you will know that's a very intimate thing. That's a very personal way of thing. You have to set up the holster, the belt just right. So you kind of need to be there. You can't just have somebody throw it together for you. And if you do, you're wrong, and you really should stop doing that. This is a pretty faithful reproduction of a True North Concepts. As I already said, I have a real True North right here. Mine's all set up. It was on my belt. I have a Blade Tech piece on here so I could quickly change it out. But the True North is actual aircraft grade aluminum. This is aluminum, but it feels like aluminum, but I don't know if it's aircraft grade. I can't really be certain there. Dimensions are pretty close, if not almost exact. And the same pattern of, like, I guess, multitudes of screw setups and holster configurations and angles are the same. They copied it dead on. This one is fake dipped multicam, so it looks all cool. And it's got just as much, like, adjustment. I'm kind of shocked at how decent it is, actually, for what it is, for the money. These are the pieces that actually go on the belt line. I have a True North review I did like a year ago, 2 years ago now. I'll put a card if you want to go check that out. I do install and I talk more about the holster piece and everything. But these are the same pieces, just like the real True North normally would use. I decided I didn't want the adapter permanently on my belt line, so I went different. And I got this Blade Tech piece right here, so I could put it on. The screw patterns are very generous back here, so adding this Blade Tech piece was not difficult. And now I can just QD my so. I don't know what he's going to do. I think we're just going to hot mount it because we have another product we're going to use on his setup, so he has the same adhesion. Yeah. Okay. There. Oh, no, we won't. We're going to show you, and we're going to review it and show you, but I just realized his belt's a different setup, so it won't do that. Anyway, enough of that. We'll talk about that later. The mounting system is pretty good. So it comes with this giant mishmash of like screws and spacers. The real True North had everything partitioned out in different baggies of different colors, depending on your holster and your screw patterns. And it was all separate, so you'd be like Safariland, Blade Tech, blah, 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 across the board. This one just threw them all in one red bag. We're like, figure it out. So luckily, it looks like I'm pretty confident they're all just Safariland screws. But I could be wrong. But they kind of look like they're all the same thread pitch as Safariland. Basically the same amount of spacers that the fake comes with, the real one. For this, we had 3 spacers here, 3 spacers on the back end to mesh it all together. And it married really well. It's nice. It does have a leg strap like the real one here. I don't like this, whatever this webbing is. It's very waxy feeling. It's like a fake multicam solution dyed webbing. I don't know. I don't dig it. But it does have a little elastic expander right here, just a tiny bit, like the real one does. And I have the actual adapter piece kind of weaved in here so you can see it. This actually screws to the bottom here, either outboard or inboard. I think it's your preference. And that's how you run the leg strap. I don't like that. I kind of used it for a while and just found I didn't like it. So what I ended up doing is actually making my own leg strap like this, and I used the jacquard webbing, and then I just ran it behind my QLS, so I have more, I guess, play, I guess, and I can run my strap higher on my leg. Personal preference. I just how I've always run my straps. I've always run them very high up, almost like into my groin. I use my straps mainly just to kind of keep the holster from flopping around, not so much as a heavy retention. So it's easier to run it that way, in my opinion, just for me. Okay, my son might run this piece. He might not. I'm going to encourage him to try it out and see what piece he likes better. This is also aluminum. If I remember correctly, on my actual True North, this piece was plastic. So that is definitely different. But if it's not, if I'm misremembering, we'll put up somewhere in the video possibly, or we won't, and you'll just have to go watch my True North video to find out if I misremembered. And I want to say this was an afterthought part of on the real True North. You had to buy this separate. This came with this piece here, so there was all one-stop shop. Wham bam, thank you, ma'am. These pieces screw in right here, just like this, and these go into your molly webbing in there, and then you screw this down, so it's just boom, it's on there. Again, like I said, I opted to not do that because I wanted the ability to hot swap my True North Modular Holster Adapter to different belt lines, and that was the way I found to do it the best. Overall, I think this is a pretty faithful replica. If you have True North money, I recommend you get the True North. If you are a broke college student, a broke high school student, or just a broke adult, and you want the True North look, because you're just going for like a look, or you want this aluminum rigid piece and you want all the different movement and spacing, all the different like options you have for changing the pitch and the angle on your adapters and your holsters, I hate to say it, but it's an option. I normally like to recommend you buy the real deal because you're paying. These guys did all the R&D, they created it, but I mean, I don't know. There's some ethical dilemmas when it comes to these fake things. But like I said, this was my son's. He is a broke teenager. He can't afford True North prices, and really, I don't think he needs a True North. He doesn't need the real deal for what he's doing. So this fakey fake is good enough. Anyway, but you guys know I review real stuff, fake stuff, everything in between, because I think a lot of this stuff just needs to be talked about, whether it's worth the money, not worth the money, or somewhere kind of in the middle. With this one, I think it's worth the money for an airsofter for sure. It might even be worth the money for someone doing some casual shooting and they want True North styling without True North prices. But as I said, if you can't afford it, I would go with the real one. You will see this again as it gets put on my son's belt. The belt has already been reviewed. We'll pop up a card for that, or it'll be at the end of the video, one of the two. Anyway, that's all I got, guys. As always, get out there, man. LARP Smarter, not harder. Play some Airsoft. Be a bunch of nerds, and I'll see you on the field. Peace.